Hi friends, now we see the second unit of hydraulic and pneumatic. The second unit name is actuator and power unit. Okay, in that first linear and rotary actuator. In that we see the first classification of hydraulic actuator. Okay, in that classification actuators, then there is a linear actuator, semi-rotary actuator and rotary actuator. Okay, in that first one is linear actuator, semi-rotary actuator and rotary actuator. In linear there is a linear or piston cylinder actuator or rotary motor actuator. In that there is a single acting and double acting. In single acting there is a spring loaded, gravity return, ram type. Okay, in double acting there is a tandem cylinder, telescopic cylinder, single end cylinder and double end cylinder. Okay, now we see the working of three type: linear, semi-rotary and rotary. Okay, in that there is first one linear actuator. These are essentially cylinder piston system which extend or retract during the operation cycle. Okay, now second one is semi-rotary actuators. These actuators are also known as limited rotation motors or oscillation of fluid motors. These actuators produce limited rotation or oscillation motion. Okay, then now third one is rotary actuators. These are also known as hydraulic motors. These actuators can be a fixed or variable displacement. Okay, then we see next point, there is a single acting operating principle. Okay, in that we say that in hydraulic cylinder there are the two types of cylinder, that is first actuating cylinder or single acting cylinder or double acting cylinder. Then we see the basic operation of principle of single acting cylinder. This is diagram of single acting cylinder. In that there is an inlet port, piston seal, spring, rod, cylinder, piston and drain. Okay, in we can see that the figure shows the figure 2.1 shows the single acting cylinder diagram. Okay, in that the oil pressure acts on only one side of the piston during the extension or retraction position. Okay, when the oil pressure is cut off, the piston returns to its original position by the spring or by an external load. Okay, the latter type of cylinder are installed vertically to force of gravitation. Okay, in the spring return type cylinder, the spring may be inside or outside of the cylinder. Okay, the spring index is depends on the load or operating speed, etc. The actuator are suitable for small stroke length only. Okay, then next we can see that there are the double acting cylinder. Okay, in double acting cylinder, first double acting cylinder are operated by application of oil pressure on both sides of the piston. These actuators are extensively used for various applications. In that we can say that the various components of double acting cylinder. Okay, there are static seal, piston seal, static seal, port, wipers ring, piston rod, nose bearing, piston bearing or piston ring, cylinder barrier, end cap welded to barrel, piston assembly, port. Okay, then now we can say that The double acting cylinder can be single rod ended or double rod ended. Okay, this type of, for given oil supply pressure, a single rod ended cylinder exert greater force during the extension than during retraction. The double rod ended cylinder extends equally force in either direction. Okay, in ram cylinder we can say that the ram cylinder has piston and piston rod of equal diameter. These are usually mounted vertically to able retraction by the external load and gravity. Example, lifting jack in an automobile services station. Okay, this is how the symbol of double acting cylinder is shown in the figure. First, there are the two end inlet and outlet port. In that we can see that when the pressure at inlet port force to the left to right side by the motor or by the pumps, when it will move to left to right and right to left depend upon the direction, that is DCV valve. Okay, thank you for watching this video.